Coach, on the eastern edge of the D.C. metro area in Landover, Maryland. That's where we are situated at FedEx Field. Just as we were getting ready for air, both teams coming out of their locker rooms, out of the tunnel, and this crowd is pumped up as their Redskins get set to match up with the New York Jets. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go. The Redskins take over first down 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ready? 54. Mike 54. Here we go. Shift. Ready, go.
They'll go with Darius Geis, who missed all of 2018 with injury. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you. Don't get nervous. He's coming.
From the 36, Haskins. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The safety Marcus May in there on the coverage.
Now, that's a pretty play right there, and what I'm thankful for is it wasn't me in that situation, because one of the toughest things about defending the deep ball is not panicking. Because the longer you run with a receiver, you're trying to figure out, am I close to him? Can I make a play on the football? Will I be there when the ball actually arrives, what we call the moment of truth? And in this case, the defender did not panic, stayed right with it, and batted it away.
Now it's Haskins. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he's right at him, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground, and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
At the 44-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Watch twist.
2nd down, Haskins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Time. 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Hey, watch the ball. Alert flare. Tighten up. Undercrunch. Hatchet. Switch it.
They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Bell. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at about the Redskins' 36. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
2 yards. First down, New York.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, Delta. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Hey, check right. Watch 85.
And Darnold just beating the play clock. Man open left side is Brown. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Now a first down carry by Bell. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Darnold looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's good, and the Redskins take a 7-0 lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. To throw is Darnold. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Ryan Kerrigan, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. He's able to hit Joshua Bellamy. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. The Redskins have Greg Stroman back deep. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Around the NFL, an update from a game going on down in Tampa. And the Bucs are out to an early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. On second down, Love. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Haskins will throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target. And now it's third down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Brings up second and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again second and 10. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter as they've got it with a second and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Shotgun, here's Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Troy Apke. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check.
Following the turnover, it's Haskins. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Love. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On the draw, this is Love. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. He was brought down by Brandon Copeland. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
It's a first down on a gain of 10. On the ground, Geis. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
That kind of loss of yards, that is usually an error by the guy carrying the ball. At the 1-yard line, you can't get too fancy there. You just got to try and plow forward and get what you can.
It's just a disaster. You go back to the 6 after you were at the 1. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
On 3rd and goal, Haskins. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. And they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. In on the stop, the safety, Troy Apke.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Darnold, and he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Oh, lady. Hey, Haywood.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Montez Sweat. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
Check girls. Lady. Check 1, 3. Check 3. Man, lady. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Right there.
3rd and long, it's Darnold going up top. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely, very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On 1st down, here's Love. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 42.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Love. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Over. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Yeah. Let's go, D. Whip. Sit up. Watch the whip.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Love. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 31-yard line. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now Haskins to throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Trey Quinn as the first half is winding down. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. So it goes for a rookie quarterback. He had the INT earlier in this first half, but he bounces back with a touchdown pass.
And you have to like the mental acumen, the toughness, the fortitude of him, because oftentimes for a rookie, you throw an interception early, you're taken right out of the game, or mentally you check out a little bit. Give him a lot of credit for bouncing back.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. around the NFL. Second quarter down in Tampa. And the Saints, they've now opened up a 2-touchdown lead. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Yo, son, 51's the mic. Oh, you got deep? It's our time. It's our time. Young lady. 51's the mic. Young lady. 51's the mic. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Yeah, lady. Out.
A first down throw, Darnold. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Check 26, check 26.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Again, it's Bell. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Darnold now to throw. And it's caught by Herndon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 47-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. lady. Play 56, Mike, 56.
Now it's Darnold. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Griffin. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
You got motion man. You got motion man right there. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Let's go, defense.
Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the third quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check. Fresno, squeeze. Check.
On 1st down, this is Geis. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Good track. Big ass, big go. Check 37.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10.
Check it out. Watch the edge.
And now here's a carry heading left. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Go. Kill.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. Throw right side, caught by Davis. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And he finds McLaurin. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Redskins have the 1st down on a pickup of 18. Haskins now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Love. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
That's it, baby.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
They'll run again with Love on first down. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Here's Haskins to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, Go. Go.
Back to throw, Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. They're going to go. It's Darnold. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Ricky. Jack. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Watch the safety creep. 49.
Following the penalty is Geis. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line.
We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Redskins with the football and the lead as we start the 4th.
And come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some. He don't want it. Watch out. Bang. Bang. Let it go.
On 2nd and 7, Haskins. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. Haskins now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10.
Check 50.
Now a run with Geis. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll be a loss of a yard, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert.
Now Haskins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, second and 10.
55. Right there in the middle. 55. Me and you all day. All day. Bravo. I'm coming after you. Deuce. Red 80.
Here's Darnold. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Ryan Kerrigan in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season.
Hey, Charlie. 55, Mike, 55. Ready? I'm coming. Check, 55.
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. And he's going to go down again. Ryan Kerrigan in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22 and a half set in 2001.
Five. 52. Check. Crunch. Red 80. Check 31.
On fourth down, Darnold. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Montez Sweat. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line.
Let's go. 1500. All day, every day, any day. Check hot route. Hot. Check 99. Jim.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. The quick slant caught. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Geis alone in the backfield here, second and goal.
Check three.
Now it's Haskins. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Darius Geis with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes the score Redskins 27, Jets nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Elsewhere, a fourth-quarter score now from Tampa. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they can hold on, the win would be number 8 for them on the campaign. On first down, it's Darnold. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 49. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Shotgun handoff now to Geis. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
From the 38, Haskins. Throw left side complete. It's Richardson. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 21. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Now Haskins on first down. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
54. Rip left, rip left. 6. Check 6 guys.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total.
Safety's creeping. Wide, get wide.
Again, Geis, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
But she's singing too.
Oh, she's singing. She's at least...
She's on like the 5th tune at this point.
She left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long.
Hey, exit. 56. Here we go, D.
Now Darnold. And my goodness, another interception. Reuben Foster picks it, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Anunwa, the intended target. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
Tighten up. Under crush, under squeeze.
Out of the gun, Geis. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Redskins on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Hayward. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete. It was Minkah Fitzpatrick that time to break that one up.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Hopkins' kick is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
Hey, zoom. Watch the run.
Darnold on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Mike, hey, echo. 56. Let's go one more.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part,